I hope Muslims didn't kidnap him. I was like, hey guys, it's me AR Dash back for another YouTube video. Excuse the white spot on my shoulder. It's a dusting powder from Lush called Mr. Sandman, and I'm gonna post it in the description. I went through a lot in that time span. In 3 weeks, I went through a lot. So more story times to come. More story times. It's just like, can you close your door? My mom thinks it's okay just to come upstairs in her room and just blast the TV. Anyway, yeah, so today's video is gonna be about my job at Chipotle. Chipotle, I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. I don't know. Like, I really don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but I just know it's probably gonna be like, worst job experience, Chipotle. That's what it's gonna be. Got it. I turned 16 and I'm like, you know what? I gotta get a job at 16. Got to get a job. I applied for like multiple jobs. I waited like months. Like I started applying in November. I finally got a call from Chipotle in like around February. This Chipotle was on a highway, right? I took the bus because my mom was working that day. I had to walk like a mile down the highway to get to the Chipotle, right? Because it was a Saturday and the bus that goes in front of the Chipotle doesn't run on Saturday. So I had to catch another bus which stopped all the way down the highway, like a mile down the highway, so I had to walk. I'm cold, I'm trying to be, you know, nice and cute with my little jacket or whatever. Yeah, so if you guys hear the TV, I am sorry. But anyway, I walk down the highway, I go to the interview, I'm cold, I'm annoyed. So the interview went horrible. Like, I know it went horrible. Oh, if you're wondering like why I look like I don't have a shirt under here, I do. It's just like a really long V-neck from American Apparel, you know? Love American Apparel. I call a week later and they tell me, oh, we decided to go in a different direction. And I'm like, okay. But then I had another interview at another Chipotle. So that Chipotle went great. That interview went great, but I called them and they said that they was going in another direction. I'm like, what? Is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm black? No, I'm kidding. I don't think Chipotle is racist. But, you know, so I finally get another call in like June from a Chipotle, and, you know, the lady that called me, she has become one of my bestest friends. I love her so much. She was my apprentice. I don't want to say her name. I don't want to put her name in this video, but you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, so she called me and she was like, yeah, this is so and so from Chipotle. I'm gonna call her Steph. Hi, this is Stephanie from Chipotle. I'm calling because I want to interview you. And I'm like, which Chipotle are you calling from? And she said the Chipotle, and I'm like, wait, I had an interview already. And she was like, oh, okay, I want to interview you. I'm the new manager. I come in, I go to the interview, and this store that I got hired. BT Dubs, I got hired. The second interview, I got hired. This Chipotle, I love this Chipotle. I love the people there. It was a great experience, but it was just, you know, that Chipotle didn't really, the managers weren't like, they didn't know what they were doing. The manager that was my manager, not my bestest friend, the one above her, he was let go because he didn't know how to run a Chipotle. And you can see it in the way that we, you know, ran. And the only problem I had at that Chipotle was this girl, 18, but sit there like, oh, I think that you're talking about me. So she brung her brother and this girl up to the Chipotle. That's a whole nother story. Whole nother story time. Let's get this video to 100 likes and I'll tell you the story time about the girl bringing her cousins and stuff up to fight me and this girl at Chipotle. That's the only bad thing I had with that Chipotle, but, you know, it was just really busy and people didn't know what they were doing. The workers didn't know how to work. And, you know, I was really hard worker and I was really ambitious, and this was my first job, so I was very, like, you know, motivated. I was motivated, and that's what they wanted. They have 13 characteristics. I was all 13, okay? A top performer is someone who does excellent work, which is going by Chipotle standards, and elevates others, which I did all the time. You know what I mean? I tried to get those workers working, but they were just looking at me like, oh, you're a crew member too, so I don't care what you say. So I'm like, okay, I'll just sit here and laugh with you, kiki, but I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do my job, and I'm gonna do my job well. So So yeah, so I'm like, I'm gonna do my job well, and I'm not gonna sit here and let you bring me down. So like they would do stupid stuff, like they would hop off the line to go get stuff that people could just bring up. It would just They would do stupid stuff. So I would just I'd just get really tired of it, and I would be like, oh my god, I can't do this. So and the Chipotle that I worked at, it was like on the highway, so it was super busy, super busy. Like lines were crazy. So I'm sitting here with my back hurting, and these people just sitting there. Like speed up, like work. You're working at this job, getting paid a substantial amount to do this work. Just work. Which Chipotle, it's a hard job, and that you get paid like $10 an hour, and I got paid $10 an hour, and it was good payment, but it was just a lot of work. I get news that there's another Chipotle opening, which is like a lot farther from me, but it's gonna have a new manager and it's gonna have new workers. So I go and I'm like talking to the manager, and I'm like, I'm excited about this. I really want to work at Chipotle. I'm a hard worker. I just need to be in a better environment where I can be a top performer, where I can elevate others. Because at that other Chipotle, I wasn't able to be a top performer. But don't get me wrong, that Chipotle was good. I didn't have any problems like I had at this Chipotle. So I go to this Chipotle, right? And we're doing great. I'm loving the Chipotle for the first like 2 or 3 months. Then stuff started happening. We got this new apprentice. She was horrid. She was horrible. Mind you, I got out of my old ways at my old Chipotle because we were doing things not by Chipotle standards. So we were, we would do things like that wasn't right. You know what I mean? So I went to the new Chipotle, and I was working hard. I got promoted to TOS, takeout specialist. I would do prep. I was doing prep, cash, line. I had super great customer service. I got reviews all the time for my customer service, and things were just going great until this apprentice came. I don't want to say her name, but lady. We're just gonna call her lady. Now, she's older. She's around like 50. She's an okay work in the beginning. But things started to go left. A lot of people started to realize, like, this lady, something is wrong with her. She does more complaining than working. Mind you, I'm 16 at the time. I'm 16. And, my boss would tell me, oh, you're staying. Oh, excuse me? I get off at 8. Why do I have to stay to 11? Which is against law. So this is the first incident that made me not even like this woman. She was closing with us, right? And I'm trying to hurry up and clean the line because my last bus leaves at 10:59 and the store closes at 10. So I'm trying to hurry up because we just had a whole rush of customers, and I'm trying to hurry up and clean, and my bus rides past. And my mom doesn't get off of work until 11:30, so which means she won't be at my job until 12. So I'm like, oh my God, is somebody gonna take me home? Nobody has a car but her. So she's like, oh, I can't. She just got this brand new Mercedes, brags about it all the time. She's just so like, Mercedes, my Mercedes, my Mercedes, right? So I'm like, are you gonna take me home? She's like, where do you live? I told her where I live. I live in like a urban place. And she's like, oh my God, I'm not driving my car there. Da 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 da. I'm like, excuse me, you guys made me stay, so you have to find me a way home. This lady was gonna leave me stranded. She told me she was not paying for a Lyft, not paying for an Uber, or anything. What, Ma? I can't. I'm doing a video. I cannot move. What?
You're gonna fix this.
You find it.
Stay down, and I said, no wonder. I guarantee you that's why he put this picture right there. But you know what? You're gonna fix this, and I mean it.
Okay. Oh my God. So my mom just found out that I put a hole in her wall by mistake, and I put a picture frame over it, and she just found out after I told her that it was there. So yeah, but that's besides the point. So they left me stranded, and I ended up just paying for an Uber, and I really was livid. Like, I was like, I'm gonna sue this company. First of all, I shouldn't be staying after 10. This is horrid. This is horrible. I shouldn't even be staying after 11. I left like around 11:20, right? So I stayed there till 11. I have my time sheet to approve it and everything. So, you know, that was number one. Number two was I'm washing dishes with her one day. She's basically like sitting there telling me about her past and how she was hired in as an apprentice. Usually people work up, but she was hired in as an apprentice. I worked for 37 years. I'm tired. I don't want to work anymore. I'm like, okay, well, you should just quit. You know what I mean? You just quit. So she's like, but, you know, I have my car payments and my boyfriend doesn't have a job. I'm like, okay. Why make our lives miserable if you're tired of working? I don't get it. So, you know, then our area manager walks in and he's telling us about a guy from another store and how he went missing. She was like, oh, I hope Muslims didn't kidnap him. I was like, you, what? She was like, I said, I hope Muslims didn't kidnap him. I said, you cannot say that. You can't say that. And she's like, what? You haven't heard about how Muslims are shooting people and kidnapping people and shooting girls and raping girls? I said, my dad was a Muslim. My dad's dad was a Muslim. My dad's dad's dad was a Muslim. My dad was a Muslim. My name means God in Arabic. You said that to the wrong person, even though I'm not a Muslim and I'm not Islamic. I didn't take up the religion like my dad took it up, but that's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I feel like you just disrespected my whole life, my whole bloodline. I feel disrespected. I feel so disrespected. And we have a Muslim grill man. How dare you? And then she's like, so I let it go for the moment. It was still in my head. I let it go, but then she's like, oh, let's mimic the Indians. What, lady? You're Dominican. You're not Caucasian. You have African American in you. No matter how white how light skin or how white you are, you have African American in your blood. You have African in your blood. Do you not read about your country? Do you not? Just because you're white doesn't mean you are white. You're Dominican. Your skin color doesn't mean anything. You're Dominican. You're Dominican and you're right next to Haiti. How dare you? How dare you? And that's all I kept asking her was, how dare you? Like, that's wrong. And then she says, let's mimic the Indians. And she moves her head like this. I want peanut butter. Like, don't, no, that's racist. You are racist. That's racist. So at that point, I'm just like, wow. She just started to do more things that would tick me off. Like, she would sit, like, we had Expo, Salsa 2, Salsa 1, Tortilla 2, Tortilla 1. No, a new guy on Tortilla 1, a new girl on Tortilla 2, and a new girl on Salsa 1. How? How is a new girl training a new guy? And she's sitting there like, I was on Salsa 2, sorry, because I was rolling the burritos. And she's sitting at Expo, you know, just not doing anything, because Expo is the easiest. She's like, and you know, you roll burritos and I go help the one on Tortilla 1 because he was moving so slow. She's like, no, I know what I'm doing, pero this is what I do, pero like I know what I'm doing. This is her accent. I know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I can't believe that you're talking to me like this. I'm like, I said her name. I say, what's her name? Lady. I'm like, lady. Why? No. Get on Salsa 2 so I can train the boy on Tortilla 1 because this is insane. Like, the line is moving super slow. Like, come on now. I'm being more of a manager than you are. You're being slow. You're being stupid. So then I call my general manager, which is also a Dominican, and I'm explaining to him like, listen, lady is sitting here. She's not doing the right thing. This is going on. This is going. He's like, she picks up the phone. Listen, I just need you to get back on the line. The line is empty. Oh my God. I'm like, lady, I'm talking to my boss. And then he's like, okay, you guys have fun. Bye. Excuse me? So then after this, I was going around telling her how to do her job. Cause she was doing everything wrong, and I was telling her how to do her job. She hated me. She hated me. But I'm saying, I'm empowering you. And I did it with no type of disrespect. I did it with, oh, let me show you. This is how you do it. So fast forward a couple of weeks, my boss goes to Dominican Republic for 2 weeks. And this was my birthday week, actually. And I asked for the whole week off. This was in November. And he left to Dominican Republic with me on the schedule. I told him I requested 2 weeks in advance, which you're supposed to do. And I had the messages. I had everything to prove this. So if I wanted to start a lawsuit, I could, you know? And I wanted to so bad, but then I thought about it like, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. But I kind of still want to because I feel like it was no justice being served, you know? So Chipotle, if you see this video, just make things right for me. Just give me free food for 5 months, 6 months, maybe a year, you know? Just make things right with me. You know, I just need some type of, you know, reimbursement because I feel like, you know, I was just, you know, disrespected. But let's continue the story. So, it's November after my birthday. And they calling me like, oh, you have to come in. I'm like, I requested off. You can't make me come in. You can't make me find somebody to take my schedule because nobody's going to take my schedule. So he's like, oh my God, I'm writing you up. One of the service managers. And I'm like, huh? So then next week's schedule comes around and I'm not on it. Mind you, he's in Dominican Republic. So that means lady is the manager, the top manager. So I'm not on the schedule and I call in and she's like, oh, you're done. And I'm like, whoa. So I'm fired for something that for a scheduling mistake that I don't get it. I'm fired because your boss made the mistake, not me. I requested 2 weeks in advance. And then she's like, I don't care, it's over for you. So my boss comes back and he puts me back on the schedule and I come back and it's no sorry, it's no apologies, no nothing. It's no nothing for you keeping me off the schedule for 2 weeks and me not getting a paycheck for the wrong reasons. And I can't prove that they fired me, but I can prove by the messages that I was off that schedule. They didn't apologize, they didn't care that they just took me off the schedule for no reason. And yeah, so like after that, I'm on the schedule for around 2 weeks. You know, I tell the area manager about what they did to me and her racial comments because I had enough. And I was trying to spare this lady's job, but I had enough. And the area manager tells me, I'm sorry that you were out of work. I'm sorry that you were out of work for 2 weeks. I'm sorry about that. And as for her, I'll speak to her. What? You? And then another thing she did to me, right? I came into work one day telling her, you know, I can't do prep anymore because chicken blood spilled on me while throwing out the garbage and I was sick and I couldn't, I felt, it was horrible. If you're sick, throwing up, they don't care. They want you to come in. They forced people to come and tell them that they would get fired and they would come in super sick. I threw up in the store and they did not give me my 3 days off, the SR, something like that. I forget what it's called, but they did not give me the 3 days off that I was supposed to receive. They told me to come in the next day. I'm like, I'm still sick. He was like, either you come in or you're fired. I'm like, huh? Like, I've never worked at a job like this. That lady, I told her, I'm like, you know, I can't do the chicken blood. I just can't. So out of nowhere, there's like a puddle of chicken blood on the floor. And she's like, I need someone to take out the garbage. There's chicken blood on the floor. And I'm like, I know this. I know she's about to do it. She was like, AR, Can you please take it out from me? I said, wow. Then I asked her a question. She said, I asked her, this is what I asked her. It was a worker next to me, so she can totally tell you that this is true. I said, did I not tell you about, you know, because I'm very respectful. Did I not tell you about my chicken blood experience last night? She said, stop arguing with me. I don't care. Pero take the garbage out. I don't care. I don't care. Stop arguing with me. I'm like, whoa, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you my experience and how I don't want to do this because I'm going to get sick. It makes me want to puke. So then she's like, you keep arguing with me. Da-da-da-da. And it's just like, I was done at that point. Then there was this thing that the boss taught me, right? He taught me to not have the manager comps rise so high. Just charge it as a side. So me being so nice, I did that for a couple of people. And my friend also did it. And she got fired. And when she got fired, the boss acted like he didn't know anything. He acted like he did not know a thing. And I got taken off the schedule for that. And I came back and I was like, listen, I'm done. I quit. I can't do it anymore. Now I'm 17. I'm only 17. I can't do this anymore. I can't. It's just, I can't. You broke the law by making me stay. You made me stay. You forced me to stay. You told me I was staying. You didn't ask if I wanted to stay. You broke the law. So if I wanted to, you know, contact authorities about what you did, I could. But you just put me through so much. And I was so nice. I'm not saying this is all Chipotle's. This is my Chipotle experience. I love Chipotle. I still do. You know, Chipotle, if you're out there and you're watching this, you know, I will accept free Chipotle for a year. Just saying. But yeah, my experience was horrible. I would love to work for a restaurant toward Chipotle. I would love to. But the Chipotle experience that I got was horrible. That store was disgusting. They had mouses upstairs because it was like an attic area. There were mouses and traps. We had a mouse run by the food and they did not even throw it out. They left it there. Then a mouse ran in the wall and was stuck in the wall. That store was just horrible. Horrible. That manager did not know what he was doing. So, yeah. So I quit and now I'm making this video. I got another job now. It's a retail job. I love my job. It's awesome. I just got promoted in 3 days, which is great. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video. I promise that I will be posting videos every week. I'm actually going to make another video after this. So if you see me wearing the same thing, just know that I made this right after this video. So thanks for watching, guys. Normal like and subscribe because that helps me a lot. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which is like, I know you think it's like, oh my God, 100 subscribers, but it's a lot for YouTube. 100 subscribers is a lot. So yeah, I'm at 100 subscribers. My first video got like 400 views. So I'm like really ecstatic. I'm really excited. You guys really supported me. Thank you so much. Just continue to support. I promise that I'm going to be putting out great content. I'm going to do nothing. We're going nothing but up. We're going up. Nowhere else but up from here. We're going to make this channel 10 times better. I'm taking all you guys' advice about my channel and how all your constructive criticism, and I'm using it to build this channel, and I'm gonna build a great channel. I promise you guys. We got story times, we got challenges, we got reviews, we got unboxings, we got card reviews, all of that. I'm doing all of that. You know, so you know, you guys just keep watching, keep hitting that like button, and you know, keep subscribing. And I got a lot more content coming for you guys. So thank you guys so much, and AR Dash out.